Good evening all and welcome to another video on All Healthy Ale. It's alcohol-free night and tonight we're doing another can versus bottle comparison. It's one of the first alcohol-free beers I ever had actually. It's these ones. It is Erdinger Alkoholfrei and they are both apparently the same beer in the can as in the bottle. They are 0.5% or less ABV by volume and yeah, one's in a can, one's in a bottle. No difference really. On the back of the can, also on the back of the bottle, it says a distinctively refreshing flavour of our isotonic thirst quencher Erdinger alcohol-free is what makes it so unique. Its purely natural ingredients supply the body with important nutrients in the form of vitamin B9 and B12. These help reduce tiredness and promote the normal functioning of the body's immune system. B12 also promotes normal energy metabolism. I don't think it says anything different on the can. Let me just double check that. Yeah, exactly that. So yeah, ingredients are water, wheat malt, barley malt, hops, yeast and CO2. And yeah, we know it's a good beer. I've had many of them over the years. So as per the other comparisons, we're just doing the 5 pillars of judgment and seeing which one wins. There's no point anything, it's a point to the winner of each section. So we're going to start with the bottle, and as per all the other comparisons, the bottle will go into my Tiny Rebel schooner and the can will go into the Vocation one. So the Tiny Rebel with the bottle, pour is golden, lightly hazy, with a voluminous head, as always. That's your beer in a glass. You've got lovely carbonation coming up from the nucleation points. You can see it rushing up the beer there. It's great. And the can version into the Vocation glass. I would have used my Erdinger glass because I have one, but for purposes of the comparison, I want the can and the bottle to be served in the same style. So here's the Vocation glass, pour. Much the same. Albeit slightly less aggressive on the pour. So similar colour, good carbonation again coming up, but not quite as much from the bottle. The bottle to me seemed to have a little bit more life about it. The colour is the same, the level of haze is pretty much the same, the heads are different. The smaller head on the canned version, like I say, there's a lot more carbonation coming up from the nucleation points, of which there are similar amounts in both glasses, but head retention on the bottled version is phenomenal. So yeah, that's that. We're going to give a point once I've picked up the scoreboard of joy, like so. That's the scoreboard, empty of anything, just to be clear as hell. The point for me in this one is going to the bottle, because of that little extra carbonation, that little bit more body, if you will, on the pour. Head retention, as you can see, is definitely better on the bottled one than it is on the canned one. So next test is aroma. Let's start with the bottle. And it smells exactly as I'm used to it. Wheaty, bready, slightly yeasty, malty, and light. Whereas the can version is pretty much the same, to be fair. This is the first test of the two, of the three, sorry, where there isn't a distinct difference on the aroma. If anything, now this could be down to the sheer volume of the head. There is a slight difference. And the can version is stronger on the nose, but it's also got a slight cinder toffee note to it. Yeah, now, going against all expectations, I'm going to give the point to the can. because there is more obvious aroma coming through. It's deeper. It's more. There's just a lot more of it. Did not expect that. I expected the can to be the weaker performer, as per all the other can versus bottle comparisons I've done so far. But yeah, you can see the head retention on the bottled one is huge by comparison. Now I know I did give the bottled one a bit of a swirl, but big difference. So flavour test, the most important one. We'll start with the bottle because that's what I'm used to. Slightly banana, bready, yeasty, malty, slightly sweet, good beer all round. Whereas the canned one, yeah, there is a little difference. The canned one is a little different, but not a lot. It almost has a bit more bitterness. And for me, I like bitterness. Whereas a bottled variant in the tiny rebel glass is what I'm used to. It's the benchmark for Erdinger Alkoholfrei. It's a little malty, a little sweeter. This one is a little bit more bitter. Yeah, it definitely is. That one is a matter of taste. I do like my bitter beers. And again, I'm going to go against all of my better judgment and give the point to the can on the taste. Now, I have skipped over the body. That's because it's Friday and I'm tired. I've done a lot of walking over the last couple of weeks. Doctor's advice. So yeah. Anyway, the body. I've already tasted the beers. So the bottle is great. Medium weight, good level of carbonation. Overall, quite a nice mouthfeel. And the can version, carbonation is less. I expected that based on the pour. And the delivery in the mouth is quite different when the carbonation is that much lower. It doesn't push the flavour around as much. Doesn't give you the same kind of experience. The bottle just feels fuller in the mouth, whereas the can just feels a little thinner. Yeah, the bottle wins that one. The mouth feel, the carbonation is just that bit better, and it just delivers everything about the beer that little bit nicer. So it's 2-2 down to the final test, which is the finish. Now, these ones, the Erdingers, I like them because they are malty, sweet, bready, and overall comforting on the finish. And the bottle is everything I just said it is. The can, like I say, with that little extra bitterness, and normally that can come across as slightly metallic, but it's not. It's almost a hoppy bitterness. There is a little more about it. The bottle is the benchmark, like I say. Everything I've known or grown accustomed to over the years of drinking it. Sweet, malty, bready, yeasty, and subtle banana on the back end. But the can delivers a little something. The can delivers a little edge. And I think I have to give the point to the can. To the can. So yeah, it's the first victory for the can. It's 3-2. And most importantly, for me, the bit that matters, the flavour, is a victory for the can. I didn't expect it. I didn't in the slightest. Every comparison I've done of the alcohol-free beers and in years gone by, of things like the hobgoblins that used to come, like ruby and gold, that used to come in cans and bottles. The bottle won every single time. But there is something about this particular batch of Erdinger Alcohol-Free that just works in the can. I mean, the batches are bound to be different. There will always be a little inconsistencies. But this particular bottle is no slouch. It's what I expected it to be. But for some reason, the can is just a little better in terms of the flavour. Now, on some of the beers, that slight flavour tainting, shall we say, from the can is a negative thing. But maybe on this style of beer, the Weissen, it just works. It adds a little something that otherwise you didn't think it was missing. Colour me surprised, ladies and gents, boys and girls. And yeah, it's a great beer, but in this case, it's slightly better in the can. And we'll leave it there and say, that's been the beer. I've been me. Those down there are the buttons. You know exactly what to do with them by now. You've got your like, comment, dislike, and subscribe. Choose any combination of them as you wish. And I will see you again soon for another one. Bye for now.